Hello, I'm Mike with Forward Networks. Today, let's dive into the fascinating world of network management and see how Forward Networks integrates with ServiceNow to seamlessly populate and update the configuration management database with all of the organization's devices. The CMDB is regarded as the organization's source of truth for devices in the environment. The issue with this is that organizations must keep up with adding new devices to the CMDB as they are put into service. Even if one is missed, this leaves them without a complete picture of their assets. This ultimately leads to figuring out where to look for what devices the organization has deployed, making them wonder, how many devices do we really have? Forward Networks is the single source of truth regarding how many devices are in your environment. By using our robust discovery system, devices can be found that may have been forgotten. With Forward Networks ServiceNow CMDB integration, this allows organizations to take the discovered devices and automatically add them to their CMDB, eliminating that question of how many devices do we really have. Let's head over to my environment and I'll show you how to set this up. All right, let's head over to ServiceNow and make sure that our CMDB is empty. So we're going to switch to that tab, favorites network gear, and we can see that we have no network gear. So how to set up an integration with ServiceNow is from Forward App. We would go to Settings, Systems, Integrations, and then the ServiceNow CMDB. So if we go to Configuration, this is where we give it the instance connection information, so the URL, the username, the password. We can test connectivity. The discovery source is what is set up in ServiceNow, so these devices are being discovered from Forward Networks. Under configuration items, this is where we would pick the CIs that we wanted to update, and then via what we would return from an NQE query is how we would populate those CIs. So if we search for locations, we can see that if the data type doesn't match for what that specific CI is looking for, we're not going to let you select it. So we won't put bad data in that instance up into this particular CI. So we're going to choose location. And then for synchronization, what network do you want to synchronize with the CMDB? So in this instance, we're going to use my company. We're going to save that. And now to get the data to ServiceNow, to get the devices into ServiceNow, we can either manually push to ServiceNow by clicking this push to ServiceNow button, or at every collection interval, we will send anything new or anything that was updated to ServiceNow to either add or update records that are up there. So let's go back home. Let's take a snapshot, and I will see you on the other side of this snapshot. All right, our snapshot is processing. Let's head up to network gear, refresh, and see if our CMDB is updated. And just like that, our devices are sent from our Forward Networks instance into ServiceNow. When we click on a device, we can see the data that we're extracting from NQE and associating with this CI. For example, serial number, model ID, and location. Forward Networks ServiceNow CMDB integration allows organizations to take the source of truth of the enterprise's devices as discovered by Forward Networks and synchronize them with your ServiceNow CMDB. Now your CMDB will always be up to date and you don't have to wonder how many devices you have. Thanks for watching.